Alright, we got a 2025 Dodge Charger EV electric vehicle. So what we got right there is a subwoofer. So one of my close friends mentioned to me that if it's got a subwoofer, it doesn't have an ANC. I want to believe him, but let's try to hook it up and see what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna try to tap the power wire through here instead of this fuse right there. It's only a small amp, so it might be okay from here. Yeah, I might grab it from here because that's thick enough. It's I think that's a 4 gauge. I can use that from here going to an amp, or instead I can do right there, but it's kind of hard to get to it. This is my first one, guys. If you done one, or if you have any problem or anything, kind of mention here so I can, so I can do better in the next install or the next video. So subwoofer right there. I'm gonna remove the T25 right there. There's 2 of them, one here and one there, and see if the amp is somewhere. Harman Kardon is in there somewhere. I know it's not over there. They said it might be over there, but it might be here. Getting all that off, I had to remove this by taking the flathead and just pry it out right there. And you're gonna need a T35. I got T30. It works. So up here, maybe it is T30, but I thought it was T35. Lift it up, and then you're gonna have to pry that out. Well, you might have to take this out like this and pry it out. So now you got this right there. You just spin it and then lift it up. Using a T-tab, I use gray brown as positive, and then I hook it up to the blue right here. And so gray tan is negative. So I'm gonna run the wire back over to the back. Throw that wire right there. And like I said, most likely, I think I should just use power from here instead of here. It doesn't look that easy to get to. So I mean, if you got something big, you might have to remove this out and go through all that stuff, and I don't feel like doing all that, so I'm gonna do it from here instead, because it's only a 110, 112, one cheaper 12 kickers. So I'm gonna run a 10 millimeter. I'm gonna take a 10 millimeter, remove this, and put this right there. Usually you're supposed to have a fuse about a less than 2 feet. I wanted over here, but this caused a leak, so I don't think the guy want me to drill a hole or anything like that. So I'm just gonna run it out there, and then I tape at the end in case something touch. It's gonna just tape it, because I don't want nothing to touch and blow all this fuse, and I'll be really in trouble. So right here, I'm gonna use an added fuse. This is a minis. I'm gonna put it right there. I don't know which one it is, but I tested when I turned the car off. It was no voltage, and then when you start the car, it's voltage. So that's should be accessory. I don't have to use that if I use the Kiss Lock 2, which is got its power output to that already. But I just want to do it when they start the car. So when they start the car, the amp gonna come right on. So I sand it out right here. I sand it out to clean. See the metal? It has to be that clean right there. I'm gonna put the ground right there. Remember, this is a small amp. I'm not gonna try to work myself too much. I usually put 2 soft type of screw in there. So what I'm gonna be putting on, I'm gonna put on the 4 gauge right there, and a ferrule right here. I'm gonna trim it about 1 inch right here. Taking these you call it insulation or rubber plastic. And right here, start push it in. You'll see this copper right here, and then you're gonna put on the positive side of the terminal, the one that say positive right there, 12 volt positive on the right. Oh, by the way, I figured that I should have put it right there instead of run it all over here and looking ugly. So now I'm just gonna measure the ground and then put the ground with the ferrule.
No idea. Put a little boogie in it. Don't be childish, y'all.
So if you open it up, what you got right here is 112, and then here's the amp right over there. And you probably didn't see it earlier. So if you were using this NS401 right there, Triton right there. Oh, I need to tie this thing up. I don't know if I can close this right. Forgot about that, but I know I see it right here. Oh, it's fine. Looks good. So yeah, I got it going. And I need to adjust a little bit of level up a little bit. Wow, I didn't even turn it up. That thing pretty loud. For that. Yeah, so I'm just gonna zip tie right here, make it look good. And this does come with RCA jack. You hook up positive to negative. So basically the white and gray right here is gonna go to the blue that I told you about. I think it's gray brown, and then gray tan is the negative. So do that. Now if you have a line out converter, you saw what I did, the remote wire right here. The remote wire, hook it up to that one fuse, and I did use that what's that, add a fuse, it's called add a fuse. I share you a link right there so you can get that right one. It's not that expensive, or you can just tap it to the fuse. I think this amp doesn't require the remote turn on because it's got its own on and off itself.